As they always say, another day, another dollar. But man, I haven't done that in a little while. But let me do my intro. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on which time zone you're living in. It's your boy Mystic back with another banger live stream for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Tuesday, by the way. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good day on this hot day today. It's another hot day, another hot summer. And yes, we basically at the end of June, and we're about to be walking straight into July next, which is this week as we speak on this one. Which means 4th of July is going to be coming up. It's going to be a lot of events happening. For all the people, it's going to be popping fireworks and having cookouts and having family over. Hopefully, y'all eat all the good food and spend time with your family and your loved ones and everyone else. But when you're popping fireworks and you're setting off fireworks, be very careful what you're doing because you don't want to end up in a bad major accident. Because trust me, we already know that there's going to be way too many casualties and injuries in 4th of July. So all I'm saying to people is please be careful. Excuse me. But you're probably wondering, what are we going to be talking about? Yes, I know 4th of July is going to be coming up. There's going to be some other events popping off for July, such as the Anime Expo and a couple of other stuff that's going on. And of course, the San Diego Comic-Con 2026. Yeah, that's going to be popping off, showing off a lot of newer stuff like Gundam and Dragon Ball and any other thing you can basically think of. It's going to be a big event there. It's going to be a lot of people there. Of course, it's going to be DreamCon, and then July 10th is Xenoverse 3 roadmap tour begins. That's their roadmap tour, just like Sparking Zero did. It's where they're going to be allowing people to be in line so they can be able to play the demo for themselves and see how fun it is. Technically, I can respect that though. I mean, I wish they would have had one in Missouri. That would have been fun for me, and I would have went there and I would have, had some fun for myself. But things happen. What else am I gonna be talking about? Yes, I know there's gonna be some other things popping off for July. We haven't gotten any single news about Sparking Zero. We haven't seen any news about it. Well, we gotten some previous news about Xenoverse 3, and of course, we haven't gotten any news about the final DLC for Xenoverse 2. But as for Sparking Zero, it's just both of those DLCs got hyped up 2 months ago in April for the Dragon Ball Battle Hour 2026. They got really hyped up though. Next thing you know, next thing you know, they basically end up, both of those DLCs got died down. And this led to a lot of fans scratching their heads as to wonder this one simple question: where is the DLCs? That's what plenty of people want to know about, is where the DLCs. How come we haven't, received any news about it? And technically, I'm one of the many people that's scratching my heads right now, just trying to figure out exactly where, the final DLC is for Xenoverse 2 and where's the next DLC for Sparking Zero. Because I know they told us that we should be staying tuned for it, because we already know that the employees of Bandai do not want to reveal anything. So that's going to be a big, major radio silence right there. And then the other factor of it is that, excuse me, the other factor that I'm basically going to bring up on this one is that a lot of people have also asked me, what would I do if they were to be able to drop those events happening? Because right now they're doing another raid event. They're doing another raid event for Xenoverse 2. It's another raid event that's going to be starting That's going to be starting on July 1st, and then it's going to be taking it might take a long time for it to end because they want it to be that way. You gotta stay hydrated because with this hot weather, it's gonna be bad enough as it is. Now, keep in mind, I'm one of the many people that does not care about participating in the events when it comes to Universe 2. And some people have asked me why I don't participate in that many events when it comes to Universe 2. It's because I don't play Universe 2 that often. The only time I play Xenoverse 2 is if I'm playing it with my brother. That's the only time I play Xenoverse 2. Or if it's just like other events that go on. But let's be for real. We don't know when they're going to drop that final DLC for Xenoverse 2 because they're trying to keep that on hold because they don't want to rush into it just yet. They want to try to put in more raids and more updates before the DLC comes out. Because I know with the DLC going to be coming out, it's going to be like another trailer for it. After that trailer, it's probably going to be, you know, there's going to be some other stuff going on. Then that's when they're going to let it be released. But who knows? Nobody knows. Excuse me. Because let's be for real. Excuse me. Sorry. But let's be for real on this one. We about to enter to the second month of summer. And even though they did say that both of those DLCs were going to be available in the summer, and here it is, it's already the summertime, and we still have not gotten any information for that. We were expecting to see some information for it for Summer Game Fest. It never happened. We were expecting to see it in the Xbox Showcase. Never happened. We never saw any of it. Sure, we got another Xenoverse 3 trailer, which was this month. I was happy about that. I congratulate them for that. But as for Xenoverse 2 and Sparking Zero new DLC, it's just radio silence. It was a very hyperactive thing when it came out like 2 months ago during Dragon Ball Battle Hour 2026. Like it got really hyperactive, and all of a sudden just became radio silence. Nobody talks about it. Sure, there's been some speculations and all that kind of stuff from where it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be like coming out and stuff like that, when it's supposed to be releasing, and this and the other. I just don't know either. Because I'm being dead ass serious though. Like we sitting here scratching our heads, twiddling our thumbs, and we basically just like Bandai. We hungry over here. I understand you fed us another Xenoverse 3 trailer, but we over here still hungry. We over here still hungry because you basically realizing that you didn't give us you didn't give us Xenoverse you didn't give us the Xenoverse 2 final DLC trailer, nor did you give us another Sparking Zero DLC trailer. Like we over here starving, and you over here playing around. I understand y'all trying y'all best to be able to, letting stuff marinate and this, that, and the other. But all I'm saying is y'all better be doing y'all job. Cause let's be honest. I'm being honest on this one. I'm not telling no lie or any of that kind of stuff. But let's be for real. Like every other anime game that you could think of are getting newer stuff left and right. They're getting new stuff left and right. Dragon Ball, on the other hand, is basically just It's like they're treating all these other anime games as like the main, as like a main chick, while we just like, well, Dragon Ball is just like the side chick of this whole entire thing. And I know that some people are gonna try to say it sounds false, but it's not. I'm just speaking true facts. Now, see, if I was to do this in a Discord call, you best believe it would be a lot of people that would probably agree on it, and there would be some people that would disagree on it. But I ain't trying to hear all them disagreements. Sorry, just washing something out. But I'm just being dead serious, though. I wouldn't care about all the disagreements about people saying, oh, this new DLC for Sparking Zero is gonna be garbage, it's gonna be ridiculous, the Xenoverse 2 final DLC is gonna be garbage, Xenoverse 3 is gonna be looking garbage, every single Dragon Ball game that they have came out with has become garbage, while I'm glazing over Ultimate Tenkaichi. It's the best and healthy game. All the other games are just unhealthy for me, and did. Like, shut up. Like, we all know how terrible Ultimate Tenkaichi is. Sure, they got good character models, they got a good story mode, and it had like 2 different story modes, and it had a good soundtrack. But let's be for real. It's just retelling the same story as it did for Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3, alongside with Budokai 1, 2, and 3. It retells the story on every last one of those 3 games. And I'm being dead serious. Like, some people can try to disagree with me about this kind of stuff. I'm basically going to tell it from the truth. I don't like Ultimate Tenkaichi. I have a slight hatred with that game. Don't get me wrong, the character models do look good. It's just that I have a slight hatred with that game since I was a kid. And we had about, like, when it came to the PS3, we only had about 3 Dragon Ball games. I think, no, we had 4 Dragon Ball games. Dragon Ball Raging Blast 1, Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2, Ultimate Tenkaichi, and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1. That was the only 4 Dragon Ball games that we had on the first that we had on the PS3. When it came to the PS2, we had 2 Dragon Ball games, Budokai 2 and Budokai Tenkaichi 2. That was like the only 2 Dragon Ball games that we had on the PS2. And I know some people are going to try to disagree with me, but I'm not trying to hear any of that. I'm not trying to hear any disagreements and all the other stuff. I'm not trying to hear any of that. If any other person can disagree with the things I basically say or anything I talk about, then guess what? You're just spitting malarkey, in my opinion. All you spitting is that malarkey stuff. I don't even know what else I was gonna say. All I can say is that y'all just spitting malarkey, thinking that, you know, that this year for Dragon Ball was gonna go bad. Yes, it has been bad, but they're trying their best to be able to, you know, go in a higher step of it. Because keep in mind, it's been marked about. Sorry, there's something in my eye. But like I was saying, it can, like I understand people are trying to say that Dragon Ball has been flopping down bad recently. Like, I can understand that. But you have to understand, it's been past 3 to 4, it's been past like what? 2 to 3 years since Toriyama died? And people already talking about Dragon Ball is garbage? Like, it ain't garbage, bro. They just trying their best to be able to make things better by escalating a bit more further. That's what they're trying to do. Some other people can try to disagree with that kind of thing, but I'm not trying to hear it. All I can say is that y'all can basically disagree about that kind of stuff if y'all want to. I'm not trying to hear any of that. Like, I get it. Y'all basically just, ain't got no class, no education, no nothing. But y'all steady want to talk bad about everything. Like, y'all gotta understand something. Y'all thought that Sparking Zero and Dragon Ball Diamond was the last two projects that Toriyama made? No. Project H1000 was also known to be the third project that Toriyama worked on, that he had involvement with. That was his third project. They said that Toriyama had about a total of 3 projects before he died. Well, actually, no, he had 4 projects before he died. It was Dragon Ball Daima, that was the last project. Sparking Zero, that was the last project. They had the Moro Saga being fully animated. That was involved with Toriyama. And then, of course, the Dragon Ball Super Beerus remake. That was approved by Toriyama alongside with the Resurrection F getting a remake as well. Every single one of the stuff that had Toriyama's name on it, it was the involvement of it. And trust me, I have no slight hatred of any of that kind of stuff that Toriyama does. I respect that man. Even considering that he's laying in his grave right now, I basically still respect him. Some people have been disrespecting Toriyama. I have never in my life disrespected Toriyama because he's a good person. He basically created a franchise that started from like the 1980s and lasted for about a total of 40 years. It's been known to be 40 years since Dragon Ball been around. And let's be for real. I've watched all the Dragon Ball shows that you can basically think of, though. I watched Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball Z Kai, the final chapters, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and of course I watched all the movies. Every last one of them. And of course those 2 Dragon Ball Super movies, I went to the theaters to go see both of those movies with my brothers. And we had a good time. Technically, plenty of people already been asking me if I was to get my hands on Xenoverse 3 for next year, what would I do? Technically, I'm not gonna live stream it. I'm gonna just play the game for myself. But as for that Sparking Zero DLC alongside with Xenoverse 2, I don't know what I would do for the final DLC for Xenoverse 2. I'll probably do my moment of silence of thanking Xenoverse 2 for, you know, giving me entertainment for 10 years since it's been out. Yeah, it's crazy that Xenoverse 2 has basically been out for 10 years. I remember when Xenoverse 2 first came out, I remember when Xenoverse 2 came out, I was in middle school in 2016. I was starting in middle school. I was like 3 months in middle school in seventh grade. And that was one of the most hardest shit I ever gone through with. But hey, it was basically fun in seventh grade though, bro. But when it came to 2016, those were some good memories. When Xenoverse 2 first came out, me and my brother was hyped as hell. And we was happy to play that game. It kept us entertained because it had more options and all the other kind of stuff than the first game. Sure, the first game did entertain us because it was released 20. The first, like Xenoverse 1 was released in 2015. It was released in 2015. I was in elementary at that time. And then by the time that Xenoverse 2 came out, I was like 3 months in middle school. Time does fly though, because it has been past 10 years since Xenoverse 2 came out, and it's still striving, selling over 10 million copies of the game, having multiple DLCs added onto it, constant updates left and right, new events, and newer things to be able to do in the game. That's why that game hasn't died down. It kept us entertained for 10 years. Xenoverse 1, it only entertained us for like 1 year. Because it came out in 2015, and then, most people just stop playing it after that unless they go back to it to relive the nostalgia. But, you know, there is a fair point to it. But I played both of them. But I remember playing Xenoverse 1, and I still basically went back to listening to the soundtrack on YouTube, and I couldn't hold back any tears when I was listening to that soundtrack because it basically brought me back a lot of memories I used to do on that game. But then when you look at Xenoverse 2, it's a lot more different though, but I still respect it. Because don't get me wrong, I have no hatred for Xenoverse 2. I have no hatred for any of the Dragon Ball games. I have respect for them. It's just Ultimate Tenkaichi is the only game I don't have respect for. But when it came to Xenoverse 2 being out for the past 10 years, I respect that. And then when you look at all the other Dragon Ball games, it's nowhere in that ranking as Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 2 has kept us fed and entertained for the past 10 years. Constant updates, new DLCs, new raid events, and most importantly, newer characters to fill in for the roster. They've been adding new characters into the roster left and right, and it's crazy. But it's not a bad crazy, it's actually a good kind of crazy to where they've been adding characters in left and right and giving the perspective of it. Now, for Sparking Zero, when that new DLC comes out alongside with the new update, I will be live streaming for that one. Because they did told us that for the Sparking Zero DLC, it's going to have they're going to have some new characters, like 30 something. It's going to be like 30 something characters being added into the roster for that DLC. There's also going to be some new costumes and all that other kind of stuff. And they also told us there's going to be a new update that's going to come along with it, which will reduce the amount of luck. And it's probably going to be adding in some newer stuff in it. And I already told people, I will be going back to Sparking Zero after the DLC and the update comes out. That way I can be able to enjoy both of those, live stream them, and being able to have my reaction about what the characters are like in my opinion. Animatronic Moon, yo, thank you for joining the stream. Hope you're having a good summer so far. I can't even speak. It's just hot outside. Okay, I've been outside only once today. The only time I've been outside today is it was me just cleaning the back patio. That was the only time I've been outside. And it's just really hot. As soon as I stepped out there, I felt like I was melting to the ground. Because yes, it is hot outside. But yeah, once that new DLC for Sparking Zero comes out, alongside with the update, I will live stream for that one. So until then, I'm just gonna take a break from Sparking Zero for a little while, and it's gonna be the same thing with Xenoverse 2. I'm still gonna play it from time to time, but for Xenoverse 2, I'm just gonna take a little break from it because I got like other games that I want to complete, that I want to try to complete as best as I can, but it's gonna take a long time for that one. Because I'm still going back and forth with all the games I have in my library and the ones I have organized in my folders. But yeah, summer is not liking us at all. I can already tell. But trust me, when them DLCs come out, when new content come out for next month, hopefully we'll be able to see a Sparking Zero trailer. Hopefully a Xenoverse 2 final DLC trailer. I'm hoping for both of that because I'm looking directly at Bandai right now. Like, y'all just been disappointed. Y'all really disappointed us. Summer Game Fest, y'all did y'all best though. Well, yeah, you're the first one here. Nobody ever comes to my streams that much. I mean, let's be for real on this one. I was really disappointed with every single one of them except for Nintendo. That was the only one I was not disappointed on. Because with Summer Game Fest, they did drop some new games that caught my interest, and I already got a couple of them on my wish list. As for the Xbox Showcase, they disappointed me as well because I simply don't care for Xbox that much. As for Nintendo, on their hand, they did a good job. I'm not disappointed in them. They're basically dropping newer games, and of course, they're giving us Ocarina of Time remake. Because I was like, what? I was like, we're getting Ocarina of Time remake. Sega also dropped some newer stuff, such as new DLC characters going to be added in for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I'm going to try my best to be able to get that game because I want that game so badly. And then they also celebrate the 35th anniversary for Sonic, alongside with some newer stuff being upon for it. And of course, they even gave us you you would really do that? You would actually do that? You don't, you better not be lying on this one. You sure you want to pay that for me? Because I could try to look it up though. I'm gonna look it up anyways. Okay, let me look it up for you. Because I've always wanted that game. And yeah, because I've always wanted Sonic Racing Cross Worlds because I have Team Sonic Racing and I wanted to go back to playing that game, but then I was just like, I don't know if I want to though. But I'm pretty sure I will because I plan on going back to playing that game to get some practice in before I get my hands on Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. It's got a bigger roster, newer characters, and most importantly, newer vehicles to be able to be in. Did you just say any game? Oh, you just said any game? Yo, I respect you for that. I respect you for that. Hold on, let me... Excuse me. Let's see. I typed too fast, dang it. Wait, you said it's $40, but the original, oh, it's probably on sale. I forgot that PlayStation is doing a sale. Yeah, I'll accept that because I forgot PlayStation is doing a sale. They're doing like some. They always do a sale from time to time. No matter, they always do a sale every single month, and of course they do their end of the year sale and stuff like that because it's basically for those that don't have it though. So I'll be okay with that. Let's see. I know I basically told you about Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I don't know what other game I really want though, because it's like so many different kind of games I really wanted though, but I'm just not entirely sure what I really want. See, that's why I respect you for that. Let's see. I'm trying to think of another game because I always wanted to get Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, but I don't know about my wish list though. I'm probably gonna have to go through. Wait, unless I can go through it on my PS4. There we go. Check my PS4 and see if I let me check my PS4 and see if I can be able to go through my wish list. Because that'd be easier. Let's see. Okay, I can respect it. um, trying to see if I can go through my wish list because I don't even know if it's that's only I say for the wish list thing that's basically only for excuse me. I say the wish list thing that's only for like the PlayStation app and the PS5, but I can still be able to do both of those. Mm. Let's see. Mm. Mm. Trying to find another one though, because I don't. Sorry, I'm just trying to find another game that I could basically. Trying to find another game that would catch my interest. Yes, I do. I wouldn't mind about it. I've always wanted that game ever since it came out because I passed. The only reason I basically kept skipping out on that game is because I was busy playing other games that were on my library. But now that it basically, fully caught my attention, I'm just like, you know what? I really do want that game because I'm feeling a bit spicy. Not exactly big cash, but I would definitely love to have that game. Hmm. Oh, I see it right there. It is on sale. Yeah, that is my number one game, but I think it was a second. It's also another game I also wanted, but I'm trying to find it. Because ever since that game came out, I've been getting recommendations from plenty of people I talked to that have been trying to get me to get that game. And I kept on telling them I was gonna pass up on it. I was gonna pass up on it, but they were like, "No, you gotta get it. You gotta get this game." I'm just like, "Fine, I'll get it when I get a chance." Mm. Wait, what if I just looked it up? That would be easier if I were just to look it up instead of just trying to find it manually. So I forgot you had that. Excuse me. True. That is true. I never wanted to pass up on it. Yeah, it's just people that just pop in and then they just leave. That's just how my live streams are. It was also the same thing when it came to like Instagram. When it came to my Instagram live streams before they had they big changes and all that. Oh wait, there is another one. It's this Final Fantasy bundle, which is Final Fantasy 1 through 6. This was the bundle that I wanted to get for so long. This was the second game. This was like the second one I wanted. Because this bundle basically, once you buy the bundle, this allows you to purchase all the 6 games from Final Fantasy 1 to Final Fantasy 6 at a discount price. And the reason why I want this is because I basically wanted it so badly so I can add it in. Wait, what am I doing? I was just looking up the second game that I wanted you to get. But if you're hearing some sounds, that's just my music from my other phone. I like to have background music on when I'm basically doing live streams and stuff like that. But this Final Fantasy bundle I'm telling you about, the reason why I wanted to get this so badly so I can basically add it into my old school Sunday, well, not my old school Sunday thing, but like my personal favorite thing. And yeah, I wanted to add it into my personal favorite folder so I can basically do like live streams of it because I know this would probably get people's attention. Because I would show people that I'm a Final Fantasy fanatic that knows what he's doing. So that would just be two things I wanted. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds and the Final Fantasy Pixel Bundle, which has Final Fantasy 1 through 6. Excuse me. Hmm. Wait, how's the bundle? How's the bundle 75 when it's basically, because I'm looking at it right now, the bundle is basically on the lowest price, which is 44.99. Because that price is only going to be available until July 2nd. Hmm. So that means I'm gonna have to do a big decision on this one to be able to figure out which one I wanted, though, because they're both good games. On my right, I have Final Fantasy 1 through 6 bundle, and on my left, I have Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Hmm. I mean, well, I do appreciate the whole liking my voice thing. Most people just find my voice annoying, but it's just a deep voice. From when I usually speak, from when I excuse me, from when I remember I used to speak as a kid, my voice was a little bit squeaky. My voice was a little squeaky when I was a kid. But then as soon as I grew up to like the age of 13 and stuff like that, that's when my voice started getting all deep and all that. And when people hear my voice, they'd be like, dang, your voice is the sound of a giant. I'm like, well, yeah, that runs into my dad's side of the family, so mm, mm, mm. You know what I'm going with? I'll stick with Sonic Racing Crossworlds. You can give me that game. I know I'm gonna skip out on the whole Final Fantasy 1 through 6 bundle, but I'll basically get that in my own time. So I'll stick with Sonic Racing Crossworlds. You can buy me that one. Yeah, but look out, world. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is gonna be coming into my collection, baby. Yeah, well, not only I have two phones, I have like three. I have like three phones. It's kind of weird, I know, because the one I'm using is my main one. The other one that is on my that is on top of my PS4 that is charging right now. That one was my old main one that I basically use for like emergency calls only. And then my third one was known to be my main one before I had these other two. But my old one, which is my third one, you can't make any phone calls on that one. I mean, you can still do it for like Instagram and Messenger, but you can't do like actual phone calls and all that. That's where I keep all my old games and stuff like that because I have an emulator for that. Because some people are like, you could just sell that phone off. I'm like, no, I don't want to because I have way too many save files and I have a bunch of other important files attached to it. But that's something I don't like to classify on. Ah, man. I mean, this is a long stream. I never done any long live streams before, unless it lasts for about like an hour or 2 hours, something like that. Because if you look at my other live streams that are on my channel, they're a lot more longer than this one. Some of them are basically short, some of them are longer, and some of them are just like between 2 to 3 hours. Excuse me. But I don't think I have anything else to talk about when it comes to this kind of stream. I don't know what else to say. But I still respect people for coming by and, watching the stream and being able to show love and support. I still appreciate people for doing that. But this is probably going to be a wrap up for here because I got some stuff to do and it's basically already the afternoon right now and I gotta wash some clothes and put some food in my stomach before I basically pass out or whatever. But thank y'all for coming by. Appreciate for all the love and support. Don't forget to like, comments, and don't forget to drop Don't forget to drop that like button. Drop kick the like button is what I can't even say my outro correctly. What is going on with me? Don't forget to drop kick the out and don't why I say drop kick the I I'm messing up on my outro. Please forgive me, y'all. Don't forget to drop kick that like button. Leave a comment down below what else y'all want. I can't even speak. Leave a comment down below for what y'all want to talk about and all that kind of stuff. And also, share this around with everybody that basically needs this. Share it around with your family and friends, anybody you talk to. And of course, if you're feeling, if you want to feel happy, you basically like my content, feel free to click that subscribe button because I can tell it's probably because the last time I checked, it's probably 60 to 70% of y'all that's basically watching my streams or my videos and y'all have not subscribed. So what you waiting for? Click that subscribe button. It's free. You ain't got to worry about any payments when it comes to subscribing to my channel. You ain't got to worry about any of that. And then after you click that subscribe button, there's a bell next to it. Click that notification bell and click all. You want to make sure you click all, not occasional, or whatever other option there is there. Because what's wrong with y'all? Why would y'all click it like that? You wouldn't want to miss out on my content, would you? Exactly. And of course, yeah, click that notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I upload a new video, a new live stream, or anything that basically drops in my channel alongside with post. I got some other videos I'm trying to put out though, but forgive me, it's gonna take a long time on that one because I was busy with family stuff and other emergencies that were going on. So please forgive me on that one. I still have one video I'm trying to put out though. My second one I had to cancel that one because other stuff that were going on. But don't worry, I got a new video coming out for y'all, and I got a new live stream, another stream that I'm going to be doing probably tonight, but I'm not entirely sure. But as for I know some people are going to be asking if I'm going to live stream on July 4th, which is this weekend. Absolutely no. I'll basically probably be busy on that day because, I plan on spending time with family and all that kind of stuff. But don't worry. We got all that coming around. So try to stay tuned for that one. As always, yeah, I am ending it. I apologize. I'm sorry if I have to end my stream. So sad. So sorry to see y'all go. But until we meet again, I love each and every one of you. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless the whole entire world. Stay safe out here because it's real hot outside. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.